Courting the Renaissance, a courtier's tale. In the heart of Renaissance Italy, young Marco found himself amid the splendor and intrigue of Florence. The city buzzed with the ambition of merchants, the brilliance of artists, and the cunning of politicians. As a courtier in the service of the Medici, Marco learned quickly that survival required wit and guile. Lorenzo de' Medici, the Magnificent, ruled with a velvet glove over a city simmering with rivalries. Marco's days were a whirlwind of whispered conversations, lavish banquets, and clandestine meetings. He learned to tread carefully, for one misstep could lead to ruin in the treacherous world of Florentine politics. Amidst the scheming, Marco found solace in the beauty of art, which flourished under the Medici patronage. He frequented the workshops of Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo, marveling at their genius. Yet, beneath the veneer of sophistication, danger lurked in the shadows, as rival factions plotted against the Medici. Marco's loyalty to his prince was tested as he uncovered plots to undermine Medici power. He became a pawn in the deadly game of power, where alliances shifted like sand in the wind. Through it all, Marco remained determined to rise in the ranks of the court, fueled by ambition and cunning. But ambition came with a price, as Marco soon discovered when he fell in love with a rival courtier. Their romance blossomed in secret, a forbidden passion that threatened to unravel Marco's carefully constructed world. Yet, love proved to be a potent force, giving Marco the courage to defy convention and pursue his heart's desire. As tensions mounted in Florence, Marco found himself embroiled in a conspiracy that threatened to tear the city apart. Betrayal lurked around every corner, and Marco struggled to discern friend from foe in the maze of deception. With danger closing in, Marco realized that his survival depended not only on his wit but also on his allies. He forged unlikely alliances with fellow courtiers, united by a common desire to protect Florence from its enemies. Together, they uncovered a plot to assassinate Lorenzo de' Medici, plunging the city into chaos. Marco risked everything to thwart the conspiracy, drawing on all his skills to outwit the plotters. In the end, it was his loyalty to Lorenzo and his love for Florence that drove him to triumph against the odds. As the dust settled, Marco emerged stronger and wiser, his place in the court secure, for now. But the game of power never truly ended in Renaissance Florence, where ambition was as relentless as the tide. Marco knew that he would have to remain vigilant, for new challenges would inevitably arise. Yet, amidst the turmoil, there was beauty to be found in the art and culture that flourished under Medici patronage. Marco continued to frequent the workshops of the great masters, finding solace in their creations. He marveled at the ingenuity of Da Vinci's inventions and the breathtaking beauty of Michelangelo's sculptures. In the world of art, Marco found a refuge from the cutthroat politics of the court, a place where beauty reigned supreme. But even in the realm of art, competition was fierce, as aspiring artists vied for the patronage of the Medici. Marco watched with fascination as painters and sculptors competed for the favor of Lorenzo and his circle. He saw firsthand the power of art to inspire, to provoke, and to shape the course of history. And he realized that in a city where power was the ultimate currency, art wielded a potent influence. As he navigated the complexities of court life, Marco never forgot the lessons he had learned. He remained ever vigilant, knowing that in Florence, one could never afford to let down their guard. Yet, amidst the intrigue and danger, there were moments of joy and laughter, as Marco forged friendships that would last a lifetime. He found camaraderie in the company of fellow courtiers, united by their shared experiences and ambitions. Together, they reveled in the beauty of Florence, a city alive with culture and creativity. And though the spectre of political unrest loomed large, Marco refused to let it overshadow the wonders of his beloved city. For in Florence, even in the darkest of times, there was always hope, always the promise of a brighter tomorrow. As the years passed, Marco rose in prominence at court, earning the respect and admiration of his peers. His loyalty to the Medici never wavered, even as new rulers ascended to power and old alliances shifted. Through it all, Marco remained steadfast in his commitment to Florence, the city that had captured his heart. And though he knew that the road ahead would be fraught with challenges, he faced it with courage and determination. For in the end, Marco understood that it was not the pursuit of power or ambition that truly mattered, but the bonds of friendship and love that sustained him. And so, as he looked out over the rooftops of Florence, Marco felt a sense of peace wash over him. For in that moment, he knew that no matter what trials lay ahead, he would face them with grace and resilience. And as the sun set over the Arno River, casting a golden glow over the city, Marco felt a profound sense of gratitude for the life he had been given. For in Florence, amidst the splendor and intrigue of the Renaissance, Marco had found his home. And though the years would pass and the world would change, his love for Florence would remain steadfast and true. For it was here, in the heart of Renaissance Italy, that Marco had discovered the true meaning of power and ambition. Not in the pursuit of wealth or status, but in the pursuit of something far more precious, the beauty of art, the strength of friendship, and the depth of love. And so, as he stood on the balcony of the Medici palace, Marco vowed to cherish each moment, to savor each triumph, and to never forget the lessons he had learned. For in the end, it was not the size of one's kingdom or the strength of one's armies that defined a man, but the depth of his character and the goodness of his heart. And as Marco looked out over the city that had become his home, he knew that he was truly blessed. For in Florence, amidst the splendor of the Renaissance, he had found not only a place to belong but a purpose worth fighting for. And so, as the stars twinkled overhead and the sounds of the city drifted up from the streets below, Marco smiled. For he knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, he would face them with courage and conviction, secure in the knowledge that he was exactly where he was meant to be. And as he turned to go back inside, Marco felt a sense of peace settle over him, knowing that no matter what the future held, he would always carry Florence in his heart.